Keep pushing, keep pushing.
Sprint. You save it here?
Yeah.
3 seconds. Go down.
The coronavirus lockdown all around the world means that sportsmen and women will have to find a way to keep their shape, maintain their top level of fitness ahead of competitions, ahead of engagements that will be coming. That is no different with the guy you saw there. That is Davidson King, Nigerian professional boxer who is in Australia. He has some engagements coming and he's trying to do everything to keep that fitness, keep himself going as far as tip-top shape is concerned, because he needs it at the end of it, because it will come to an end and engagements are ahead. We will talk much more about that in the course of the show. A lot will be centered around how those boxers and other sportsmen, women are trying to live with the coronavirus lockdown, foisting that dark clouds of uncertainty on everyone. All right, my name is Edet Bassey. It's good to have you join us on Sports Extra this day. All right, we told you at the beginning that it is going to be an expose on how boxers particularly are taking the situation, are taking it as they continue to be locked down by the coronavirus pandemic. A lot of sportsmen and women are really in the same situation, but today we're going to be focusing on Nigerian boxers. The two of them were billed to be engaging their opponents in some very high-profile bouts professionally. And here, it's good to know that we are connected to somebody who is a boxing expert, somebody who you can say is one who is at the forefront of promoting Nigerian boxing at the professional level. He is Prince Stanley Williams. It's really good to see Stanley Williams join us. Prince Williams, it's good to see you.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you for having me. Thank you to your team. Thank you to everyone at AIT. Thank you to all our future champions, our present champions, the sanctioning bodies, the boxing fans all around the world. And most importantly, we would like to say a big thank you to the health workers who are putting their lives on the line and fighting this COVID-19 in the front line.
Now, Prince Stanley Williams, well, it is really good to know that this is happening. But again, we have to ask you this. You are one of the people in boxing that have been affected adversely by this coronavirus lockdown. You had some really top projects coming where you had to actually shelve them because there was a lockdown all around the world. You want to tell us about it?
Yes, that's right. We're all bored. Everyone is bored when you're indoors doing the same thing over and over again. But again, we must all stay safe. That's what matters. Everything is still on the card, but we cannot ignore the present state of things. Like the old adage goes, health is wealth. So this is what we must first ensure that is properly preserved by maintaining the health and safety measures indoors and outdoors. I and my team in the United States, we are looking at the Plan B strategy that we can employ during this time to see if we can put something very good together. But first, most importantly, we must see that things are gradually falling into place before any engagement. So far, with our promotional plans, everything is still in motion, but the actual event date remains unannounced. Our fighters are aware of this, and they're still in shape. They're all still keeping fit, and I will soon announce a date. But we want to make sure that everyone is in a good health state first of all.
All right, there seems to be some sort of hope, a ray of light at the end of a dark tunnel, so to speak. We hear that it's going to be behind closed doors. But then, of course, how boxing can thrive without spectators, we really do not know. But the story is that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua is likely to happen. But before then, and Joshua is on the cards, and Eddie Hearn, who promotes them, has said that it might likely, about 95% possibility is that it will be behind closed doors. How do you see that shaping out?
Of course. Well, not taking anything away from Cobra Pulev. He's a good fighter. But right now, it's very intense for the top three. The top three heavyweight fighters. You have Wilder, you've got Fury, you've got Joshua. Joshua is the one that's disputed for a very long time, even not considering the loss and everything. But he's come back stronger. And the question now is who can beat Tyson Fury? Well, Joshua and Pulev might attract a step aside pros. Wilder accepts to step aside for Joshua and Fury. That's what we're looking at. But if that doesn't happen, then we'll see something else. But if that happens, that is the heavyweight clash the boxing world is anxious to see. The true boxing fans know Anthony Joshua has a little bit of everything in his arsenal. He can box, he can slug, he can do every little thing. The other fighters have their own gifts. And presently, he's the only one that I'm saying Anthony Joshua, presently poses the only threat to Tyson Fury. They've sparred before, and they understand each other's abilities. Even though Fury is presently, in my books, the best boxer in the heavyweight division at the present moment, but we must find out who is truly the undisputed if we have AJ versus Fury. And I think everyone clamors to see that. AJ is a better inside fighter. He's got that ability to fight inside much better than Fury. We will see. We'll take our coins when the bout is set. We'll toss it up, and we'll find out who will be the better man that evening. In regards to boxing without spectators, it's not something very new. But it's just because we've been used to doing things in a very normal way. All of a sudden, this crisis, and we now have to start adjusting the way we live and the way we see things. So it's also boxing without spectators is a cautious way of watching your favorite pugilists go at it from a safe distance. The TV comes into play immensely. This will only drive our pay-per-view records to its highest point. Fans will still watch it. They can still watch it online. They can still watch it on TV. And buy their pay-per-view so that they can see these fights. So that is what I think.
Now, coming back to your boxers, yes, they were built for some important bouts. Of course, we know why it is not happening. The whole world is in a lockdown. Now, there is a very important need to ensure that the boxers remain in competitive shape. They have to keep doing what they have to do so that they don't get over the board in terms of adding the weight and getting that much of flesh that would not allow them to be as fit as they used to be. How are you ensuring that they remain in tip-top shape?
That's correct. Tyson is a very good fighter. He's a world champion. You have King Davidson, another world champion. These are great fighters, very experienced. These are not fighters that are competing at a low level. These are fighters, I call them global fighters. They're fighting, all over the world. And they're holding the belt from Germany. We're presently targeting the WBC, so of course they're very focused. This has affected everyone, not just them. It's affected everyone, both our team members. We have people behind the scene. We have a very, very good team. We have people from the US, from the UK, from Mexico, who are part of Monarch. Then of course it's Bedrock, Nigeria. We've got a lot of people all involved in Ghana, in South Africa. So everyone is affected. They're trying to keep faith while this is going on, and so we're trying to see that the fighters are all poised and all focused to ensure that they're actually getting ready. Because anytime from now, things will go back to normal, even though it's going to be a slow progression for the world economy. But boxing will always come up on TV, football will always come up, the whole sports, from all over the world will always come up on TV. So they're very ready, and they're keeping themselves. In fact, they're using this as both the resting their nerves, their muscles, and also training, getting fit and keeping fit, and looking forward to their opponents. Because we all know who the opponents are. We have people that we're already targeting and who are actually popular fighters. Sule has called out some names. We've reached out to their management already. King Davidson has called out some names. We've reached out to their management already. So these guys are aware and they're also training. And we'll be making announcements once things get back to normal. So it's affected them, but now we're taking it on a positive note. So I believe that the training that they're doing and the discipline they've been already instilled in themselves is what's going to carry them through. And once everything is back to normal, you'll see them rising to the top again.
All right, by the way, we also have Davidson King in Australia. He is also joining us now. And, Davidson, it's good to have you join us.
Basi, hi Basi, how are you? Lockdown in Australia has been very difficult, but the most important thing is for everyone to obey the rules and regulations, obey the law, and keep social distance. It's very hard as a sportsman not to be able to do our normal boxing routine, our training routines, but the most important thing is to keep safe and to maintain social distance, and at the end, hopefully everything will get back to normal and we can go back to our daily activities.
Now, Davidson, on a personal note, how is this lockdown affecting you, your progression, your ambition, and your drive to actually go and get it as far as those belts and pushing forward to get your belts are concerned? In Australia, where you are, how difficult has it been for you to keep shape?
Actually, Basi, it's been really hard. It's been really hard for me not to be training and not to be getting things right, because my manager, Prince Stanley Williams, from Monarch Investment and Promotion, had a great plan for us this year, a very massive plan, but before the COVID-19 virus came up. But I still believe that as soon as everything dies down, as soon as everything is over, we're still going to get back to the shape, and everyone should just expect a very great thing, a very big fight ahead of us this year, and I still believe everything is going to be possible. So let's just keep our finger crossed. The most important thing is for us to stay safe and maintain social distance, and I'm very sure everything will be hit ahead in this year to come, very sure.
And Davidson, we want to ask you as well, what is your personal regimen in terms of training? What do you do normally on a daily basis since all this began? How do you train? What is your training regime?
Personally, Basi, training has been not really 100%, but because of the lockdown and maintaining social distance. But I still keep shape, I still train very well, I still go out at the park sometimes to train, sometimes I have a gym in my house where I do trains, so putting everything together, and I believe that the fight in Ghana, by the grace of God, is going to happen, and the one in Atlanta, and hopefully other great shows to come, because this year, it's a year that we all look forward for a great fight, a great show, and a great achievement, which we haven't lost anything at the moment. So, but I believe it's still going to happen. So, the most important thing is to stay safe for now. But training has been great.
All right, we want to just break it there with you for the moment. Let's move to another boxer. Sulaiman Olagbade is in Nigeria, in Ota, Ogun State, as a matter of fact, where the lockdown has been serious in Nigeria, alongside Lagos and Abuja. Sulaiman, it's good to have you join us.
Thank you. I'm doing good. Thank you.
All right, Sule, you have been an explosive puncher. You have been one person that really knows how to deliver the punches, and when you do land the target, they go down. We saw in your only fight before your people in Otta against a Ghanaian boxer, you delivered the killer punch even before the fans had settled down to enjoy the fight. And now you're looking forward to another fight in Ghana and then that big one in Atlanta, United States. Are you in the best shape right now to deliver that kind of performance?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Harry. I'm preparing a lot. Even this pandemic made me to prepare more better, because I will not deceive you. Although I've been training all alone at home, I couldn't use some of the equipment I used to use in the gym for my training, but still I'm very in a good shape. So, I have many good fights ahead of me. I have a fight in Ghana, in Accra, then I still have a fight in Atlanta, Georgia, and I believe that after this pandemic is over, we got to push all the fights. And, just believe it or not, I'm going to Atlanta to give them special knockouts. There are kind of TKO that we call special TKO, just like the one that I give the Ghanaian boxer in Maridom. It's a special TKO. The fight is just less than a minute. And, I will still repeat that in Ghana, and I'm still going to repeat that in Atlanta, Georgia, because I must prove myself. I'm Tyson Kill. Everybody knows me to be a Tyson Kill. We don't play boxing. Boxing is real, and I'm going to show it to the world that I'm Tyson Kill. I'm going to prove myself in Atlanta and Ghana.
Well, fantastic. We will be hoping to see that fight sometime, and Nigerians will be hoping that you remain in the best shape to deliver when they do come on. At this point, we want to say a very big thank you to you, Sule Olagbade, for joining us.
Thank you so much, and thanks to Prince Stanley Williams, CEO, Monarch Event and Promotions. This is my boss, and he's been doing wonderful work for me. And thanks to Inspector General Police, I'm a police officer. I have many good boss out there that are taking care of me. Inspector General Police is there for me. CP Sport is there for me. So I have to thank them, and I thank God Almighty for His mercy upon my life. Thank you.
And Davidson King, we also want to appreciate your time with us all the way from Australia.
Well, Basi, I want to say a big shout out to you from AIT. You guys have been so amazing. You guys have been so great following my career from the start. I just want to say a big thank you to all of you, and a big shout out to my promoter, Prince Stanley Williams from Monarch Event and Promotion. Also, I know Sule Olagbade, Tyson, I know you're still training very hard. I know you're always a beast anyway. Well, to my fans, I just want to say everyone should stay tuned, and we'll look forward for great things to happen. I will keep you guys updated, and I promise everything is going to be fine, and it's a great year ahead. As soon as this lockdown is finished, and I believe we're going to end this year in an amazing way by the grace of God. And I just want to say thank you, and you guys should stay tuned and stay safe.
Now, finally, to you, Stanley Williams, Prince, we want to say thank you for your time as well. And maybe you have a message, a word or two to boxing fans in Nigeria, and how they should keep on hoping, praying for the best after the coronavirus.
I would like to say to the boxing fans that they've done so well so far. They should keep tabs on all their favorite fighters. Keep in touch with us. Keep in touch with your favorite athletes, so that you can be the first to hear about our announcements. But very importantly, I would like to appeal to the fans to stay away from overcrowded places. Even when the lockdown is lifted, you should make sure that you're still keeping safe. You're keeping your masks. Don't forget your gloves. People talk about the mask, forgetting about the gloves. And always have a sanitizer in your pocket at all times. Don't go to places whereby you find that there's so many people in it, because there are also people that would not adhere to these instructions that have been passed on by the Ministry of Health. So, once you have life, when you have had life, you have hope. So if we can be able to stay safe, in this period of time, and this will come and pass. Things will go back to normal, and you can get yourself together, and you can live your life the way you used to in the past. But for now, as long as we're still hearing about people are still infected, people are still trying to get tested, we must be careful. It's very, very important. But we would also try to keep you guys updated with our announcement once our events have been properly put together. First of all, like I've said, the Ministry of Health would have assured us that everything is okay, so that we don't get people into in a mix with others that are infected. So it's very, very important that we all stay indoors, but we don't have anything doing outdoors. If you're going about your day-to-day activities when the lockdown is lifted, make sure you stay safe and clean. Thank you once more for having me, Ed, and always stay safe. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Oh yes, that was a session with three men, the promoter Stanley Williams, the boxers. We're talking about Sulaiman Olagbade, Tyson Kill, they call him. He is the WBU super welterweight champion and looking for something bigger. And then, of course, Davidson King, all the way from Australia. He is the WBU middleweight interim champion, and they are looking for greater things. It is still Sports Extra right here, and we are moving on. And up next, let's take a look at what went down in the NBA, some of the action highlights, throwback action from the NBA before it went on a shutdown. And this is where we want to call it a wrap as far as Sports Extra for this day is concerned. Wonderful time bringing it to you, and we really appreciate your time as always. On behalf of the production team, Edet Bassi here, do have yourself a wonderful time and do stay safe.
Starting lineup, this team is trying to find this rhythm. How does Chris Paul make that? Come on, man.
Back down to a 4-point game. And there's the deflection by Chris Paul to force the steal and the turnover. Up ahead, Schroeder cherry picking, able to lay it up and in. He's going to get better at recognizing when to drive and when not to, as Isaac dribbled it off of his foot. Now numbers for the Thunder, 2-on-1. The trailer is Baisley right down the lane for the two-handed slam. Stand tall that time. Paul on Napier, nifty move, got to the rim, scores again. Has to take the shot. Oh, Diallo elevates and detonates over Chris.
His way into that shot.
Paul again lobs it up for Nerlens Noel.
3 seconds, you have 4.3 seconds. This is gonna
pull up for the three and knock it down. Just before the buzzer, Chris Paul played it perfectly.
Love this kind of execution. So many times you see this, folks. This is why you got to always run this, because you never know. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3.
Trying to gain as much time as possible. Got it up the floor. He's going to have to make something happen here. Puts it up, fading away. Oh, and he got it to go. That three-point shot by CP at the gun is going to count.
Ball against Bryant. 7 on the shot clock. Chris Paul to the reverse. And he gets the roll.
Just in the ball game, I tell you, he is ready to shoot the minute he touches that basketball.
Oh, it's time. It's put on a platter from CP to Noel.
There's several plays like that.
Thunder gets a turnover with numbers. Paul sets it up, and Noel caps it off.
You got to pick up that loose change off the floor, which is what they did.
Paul off the dribble. His three is good. Right down the pipe straight away, Chris Paul.